Hello and welcome to Dee Blooms. Today I am going to do a repot of my Dendrochilum Bicallosum. This is an orchid from the Philippines. The culture is to keep it moist for watering. The temperature it likes is intermediate to warm, and the light is bright light. It does not like direct sunlight at all, but it has gone through a blooming cycle for me. I got this from Andy's Orchids about 2.5 months ago, and it had a whole bunch of flower spikes. And now that it's done and I want to refresh the media, it's currently in this net pot, which to me is not in the greatest condition. I want to just get it in the media of my choice, which will also be sphagnum moss, which I believe all of this algae covered stuff is sphagnum moss. And I'm going to mix it with some small little bark chips, and I'm going to repot it into a self-watering pot right here. So I've got all my materials together. I've just got to set up the viewing point to try to show this. The other thing I'll include in my repot is my slow release fertilizer, putting a few pellets in, and a little sprinkle of mycorrhizal fungi when I have it all done, and I water it through. So I'm going to stop and come back with a new viewpoint for everyone to see the repot. Okay, after a ton of washing and pulling out all the moss, I really put this root system through the ringer. I'm hoping it's going to bounce back pretty good. It's kind of like if you've ever brushed the hair of a young girl with really long hair and she's got like dirt and grass and pieces of gum in it. That's what this was like, pulling out all that moss. And so here I am. It's probably close to 40 minutes later, and as I was washing everything, the plant just started naturally starting to divide. So I let it do that, and my friend is going to get this piece. And then I also have these real old pseudobulbs that fell off that I'm gonna pot up, and I'm gonna see if it does something. I don't know if they're too old, maybe they won't. There's no roots, there's no root nubbins, but just for fun, I'm going to put this in a pot and see if I might even get another plant from it. So that's where we're at so far. I'm going to reassess the pot I'm gonna use and then be back in a little bit. Okay, and here's the finished product for the section that I kept. One of the other sections I gave to my friend, and the little remaining bulbs that fell off I planted in a super teeny tiny little pot, and we'll see if they actually do anything. But instead of this larger self-watering pot I thought I was going to use, with the plant kind of self-dividing itself, I went down to this smaller self-watering pot that has one of these little windows to know the water level, and this is where I can put more water in when needed. But it's all looking pretty healthy. I didn't find any rot, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out.